Hey family, God bless you. So the Lord's been showing me so many crazy things these past few days, past couple weeks, and I have so much that I want to share, but today I want to speak on this amazing dream that He gave me, and I believe that it had to do with war in heaven, but I also believe that it had to do with the sealing of the 144,000. And I'll explain that after I get done sharing this dream. So there's a few details. It's pretty detailed, so I'm just going to share the whole thing. So it starts off, I am in this room, or maybe a school, I'm not really sure, but I'm in this area, and it seems we're playing this game with shooting darts at each other, like the nerf darts, the nerf gun darts. And over in Jersey, where I live at, they just recently opened up a place where it's called Darts of War, and you're just going around. There's two teams or two sides, and they just basically, it's kind of like paintball, but just with Nerf guns and Nerf darts. So that's what this dream was like. So where there were two sides, and I was kind of running in the center, and on each side there was like a barrier that you could hide behind. And so I'm like in the center of this, and I'm running, and I had just got done shooting off all the darts that I had in my gun, and so my gun was empty. And then there was some other guys, I guess from the other team, that were coming towards me trying to shoot me with their darts, and I was just using my gun to like smack their darts out of the way. So I had got to the one side to hide so I could reload my gun, and I saw two guys from my team that I knew were on my team, and I was telling them that I needed to reload my gun. So then it changed, and I was now with it was weird because it felt like we were in space, and because we were floating, and it was like a black sky, a black surrounding us. It was like just empty space surrounding us. I don't remember seeing stars. I might have, I'm not really sure, but it was like you see like what space looks like. So there were, at this point, we needed to pick teams, and I believe I was mostly just viewing what was going on at this point. And there was a team on my left side and a team on my right side, and you would start off in the center, and then go to whatever side you were going to go to get on the team. So the interesting thing was that there were levels on each side. For each team, there were rows of people. It was like a bottom row, and a row above that, and a row above that, and a row above that. And this is like this on both sides. And these rows, they were encased in this like clear, shiny liquid. And like when somebody would go inside of it, it would like ripple, and you could see like the shininess of it. So I knew that they were like in this ceiling of some kind of liquid, or it seemed like liquid. And I knew once you got in that, you were sealed in there. Like that was your team. You were on that team. There was no like coming out and going to the other team, or nobody could pull you out or push you out or anything like that. So what was interesting though, also was that I noticed before you went in, there was a chance for you to either pull someone else that was in the center onto the team with you, or to push a person away from the team onto the other side. So the reason why I say it is because I saw one person come out on the right side, the right team, and they pushed there were two people standing together, floating together, and they pulled one person in and like, I guess either pushed or left the other person there. So then that person went to the other side, and then they went inside and they were now sealed. So then there was this one person left, and there was just something about this person, this guy, and I was like, I knew there was something wrong. There was something wrong about this. And one person came out from the left side to come push him or grab him, whatever it was. And I was like yelling for them not to touch him, to stay away from. I was like, stay away from him, don't touch him, don't go near that guy. But whatever reason, I don't know if they could hear me or they could not see me, whatever it was, they ignored me. And as soon as the guy got to the person that he was trying to go push away, the guy that I was saying that I felt was something suspicious about him, he transformed into this devil. And it looked exactly the same as the thumbnail of the video, where he was originally this man, and then he turned into this demon, and this demon was like, it had the horns, and it was like very muscular, but I could see like the actual muscle, almost like there was no skin, and I could see bones, like the bone structure and all that stuff too. And you could just see the evil in this being, this demonic being. You could see the evil in him, and he immediately started attacking this guy, and like he started hitting him, and he sucked the life energy out of him, because the guy was just floating there, like skin and bones, like there was nothing left. He was just dry, sucked up, skinny, just floating dead. And then I woke up from there. So I definitely believe that was the Antichrist. I was shown the Antichrist because he was in disguise as this person, this man, and then he transformed into this demon, and that's going to be at the point where Satan possesses whoever the Antichrist is. So the other parts, at first I thought that this had to do with the angels. I thought I was seeing the hierarchy of the angels, as speaking about the rose. And when I first saw that we were in this war, when I was running through the area shooting the darts, and everybody shooting the darts at each other, I thought about the war in heaven. And then when I saw the levels of people, I was thinking about the 9 levels, or hierarchy of the angels. And then but I still think it may have something to do with that, but not specifically the part where I saw the levels of people. I think that the war part might have had to do with it, but I also think it might have to do with the 144,000 warriors of God versus the warriors of Satan, where we're going to clash on earth. in a war. So I believe that's what I was seeing, and what I've come to understand is that the part where these people were going into this clear liquid obviously represented represented a form of the Holy Spirit being the liquid, this shiny liquid, but it also represented the glory of God being sealed in this glory, covered in this glory, and it represented being sealed on the team. You know what side that you were going on. I believe the right side was the side of God, and the left side was the side of Satan. And these people were choosing which side they were going on. Even though we've already been chosen by God, we can't just choose. God has chosen us. But they were making a choice, a decision. We still have free choice, and we have to make a decision on which side we're going to go for. Either you're for God or you're against God. There's no in between. So, and you do that through Jesus. So, as these people were going into this liquid, this was them being sealed. The 144,000 being sealed with the seal of God, the living seal of God, the name of God upon their foreheads. Even though I didn't see it going upon their foreheads, but this was the sealing, and I had confirmation given to me about that in another dream that I'm going to share in another video. But there's another dream I want to share real quick that makes me also think about the angel part. So in this other dream, this one part I want to share was I was in this house with a bunch of others, and there was a group of guys who were about to have some kind of game. They're about to do some kind of game, and this is another war, I guess you can say, team versus team theme in here again. And they were about to play dodgeball, but I kept being shown 9 versus 9, and that again makes me think about the 9 groups of the angels, the hierarchy of the angels. But it also makes me think of the ranks of the 144,000, because just like an army, just like the military on earth as we have, everything on earth is as it is in heaven, and they also have ranks in the angelic army, but we're going to have ranks in the 144,000 army of God as well. So that's this 9 versus 9. It's the 9 ranks per se of God's army versus the 9 ranks of Satan's army. So I was supposed to go into this dodgeball game, but and these 2 guys had came over with one of the balls. Sorry about that. And they were asking me if I was going to come and join this game, but I had told them that I wasn't going into this game yet, and I had another group that I had to join in a game that they had going on, and another type of game that they were doing first. So I believe that the game that I was seeing, or that these 2 guys asked me to join in, might have to do with the war in heaven, and the other group game, quote unquote game, I believe this game represents a battle, and this other game has to do with the one that's going to happen on earth, with 144,000. So I'm not 100% sure on, which one was which one, or if it even definitely means that, but that's what I was getting. So I just wanted to share that because it was very interesting, because I feel as though God was showing me this, speaking about the 144,000 being sealed already, the completion of them being sealed. So and he, or at least he was definitely talking about them being sealed, about the 144,000 being sealed. And again, like I said, I'm going to share the confirmation I got with on that in I guess the next video that I do. So definitely check that out. Other than that, just stay in prayer, guys. Keep me in prayer. I keep you in prayer. I love you guys. God bless you, and I'll talk with you soon.